This is a matchup between Michael Chang and Pat Cash on grass. This is using time travel tennis, a game I first saw played by our Red Sox fan, a well-known sports game enthusiast that broadcasts regularly on YouTube. I've also bought it from ASG Games. I wouldn't say I was a big tennis fan, but I've always wanted to see a tennis sort of game. In this particular one, if I've set it up correctly, I am matching up Michael Chang versus Pat Cash, an exhibition match, and there's their stats. On grass, Pat Cash has got a higher rating than Michael Chang, as you can see, so he should win. And these are all their ratings going down the side. So, for example, Pat Cash, as we know, has a good serve, a big serve. Michael Chang, being a more defensive player, has a very good return compared to Pat Cash. Forehand, backhand, forehand volley, not as good on the volley as Pat Cash, who's a serve and volleyer. But passing shots is not bad at all. And I don't know how many this is out of. I think this might be out of 65. Yeah, 65 being the highest. And then when it comes to overhand, it goes up to, I don't know, but at the moment it says 80. OR means on the run, 50 means approach. So Michael Chang is probably going to do a more defensive game. In fact, I did play this game before, one set, and Pat Cash took it 6-4. But it kind of shows Michael Chang's rating here, as I just clicked on his card. He is better on carpet or the hard. But although he has won a slam on the clay. And then you have some of his traits, and he's got a calm temperament. His mentality, I'm not sure what con means. I'll have to look that up. His base is there. In terms of his easy foes, if he was to play Ferreira or Rios or clay, he would have a problem. If he was to play against Jim Courier or Curtin, he would, I'd imagine, succeed, from what WAR means. No, he'd have a war with them. Of course, it's a war, it says it. A war with them. And a tough foe would be Kafelnikov, Endquist, and Moya. Now, I'm not as keen on the new generation of tennis players. I obviously know who Serena is, but I don't know. And obviously I know, the same ones that were around 10 years ago, like Federer and Nadal and Djokovic and Murray. But beyond that, I wouldn't know too much. But in the 80s, I definitely knew the male and the female tennis players, and beyond that, going back to the 70s as well. So I'm hoping to learn a bit more about some of the newer players, and certainly players from the 60s and the 50s before that. I found a reasonable understanding of the women's game, and I found the women's game, out of all the female sports, to be probably the most competitive in the tennis arena. Anyway, so we can see kind of where Michael Chang is there. So if I come out of that one, hopefully I've done that correctly. Let's go to Pat Cash's card. He's on clay. He's clearly the best on grass. He's got a Wimbledon title. He'd have a war with Nystrom, an easy foe against Kevin coming here. And he'd have a tough foe in Anders Jarrett, I remember being a Swede, and Ferreira. Not sure who Ferreira is. And these are his basic cards. So you can kind of get an idea of what he's good at and what he's not good at overall. So, yeah. So, for example, if he was to play a passing shot on clay, he'd be a minus 15 on here, but he'd be positive on grass. It all makes sense. So, I think I've got this set on a 3-set game. I'll try and do one set just to see how it goes. I was messing around with my program options, but in case you've not seen it before, this is what it looks like. I'm taking Michael Chang. I already know from practice that he is probably a better accurate server. But if you look down the lines, for him to get the ball over the net, more or less, he has to get anything up to 56. If I press big serve, it's still 56. In fact, it's less. But then again, he has a higher percentage of getting an ace or a service return winner, as you can see. If I do serve and volley, which I don't think he was, again, it's a 56. Less chances here. So it's probably best to go with accurate serve or big serve, I think, in this one. He definitely could get an ace. He's up to 56. Accurate serve, he goes up to 66. So actually, accurate serve for him. That's probably where I'm going to, unless I mix it up, probably where I'm going to go with Michael Chang. So here we go.
Out.
First service. I'll have to speed up the animation on this after this point. Now then, so it gives you the options on his forehand to chip and charge. The basic is, at the moment, he'll probably get up to 82. He's good. Chip and charge, up to 80. And hit deep, up to 72. So it makes sense to just keep him on the vanilla. Stay in. Cash returns. So now I have a chance. He's basic up to say 88, probably 89. Approach, 91. Probably makes sense for him to approach at this point or hit deep. So in this case, it's given a chance to go to playing by the percentages, by the way. Let's have a look. He's going to go to the left. Now, my last game, he didn't actually do a lot of that, so that's interesting. Oh, shot by Pat Cash. Oh, I'm going to challenge it. Ball was in.
Love 15.
All right, now I need to speed this up just a touch. Let's go to options, animation speed. This might be a bit too quick. Accurate serve.
Out.
That's better. Oh, again, 86, or do I go with the tip deep approach? Gotta be approach. Ah!
Love 30.
Come on, Chang. Nice. Nice. Let. What do you mean let? Oh, you're kidding me. It's a good serve as well.
Out.
First service.
Love 40.
Good Lord. This is a terrible first game. Play safe.
Out.
Oh, you're
Game
kidding.
cash. First game.
Well, there you have it. Broken on the first, on his service in the first game. Wow. Expect a blitz from Pat Cash, serving volleyer. Here he comes. Winner.
15. Love.
Wow.
30. Love.
The power volley there from Pat Cash. Net. We'll go for the big return. He's got him on the run. Got Chang on the run. Oh!
30. 15.
Nice shot, Michael Chang. Good
40.
Lord.
15.
You can't stop Pat Cash when he's in that kind of mood on grass.
Out.
Go for the biggie.
Out. 40. 30.
Come on, Chang.
Game cash.
Wow.
Cash leads 2 games to love. First set.
So Pat Cash takes the second game there, and we'll try something different. Now, clearly, we're going to go with a big serve, see if we get some ace and serve returns.
Out.
Now, this is slightly different. Now, I kind of know. So let's see. If you stay in backhand, that's fine. Approach, looks pretty good. Power ground stroke, again, pretty good. Touch, again, pretty good. Go for lines, again, pretty good. Hit deep, decent. So let's look at what the winners are. Winners are 1 to 15. 1 to 28. It's got to be a power ground stroke, isn't it? Oh! Or go for a touch. Let's go for a touch. Power.
Out.
Nice.
15 love.
Better service.
30 love.
Yeah, let's just keep it in vanilla. Nice.
40 love. Out. Out. Game, Chang. Cash leads 2 games to 1. First set.
As you can see there, put speed of the service there in the left-hand corner. Cash looking to extend his lead now.
Out.
Let's go for the return from Chang. Good shot by Pat Cash there. Forehand volley just takes away Chang.
$15 all.
Overhead. Nice.
15-30. Out.
Come on, Chang, get a break point.
30 all.
Come on, Chang.
Out.
And Pat Cash's first serve's not coming in at the moment. Great
40,
forehand
30.
volley there from Pat Cash. Crowd like it. What's his tactics again? Okay. Sound effects are on. Yep. Okay. Whoa, good
Game,
service.
Cash. Cash leads 3 games to 1. First set.
That big serve is exciting the crowd here. Chang down 1 game to 3. Here he goes again. Cash with it. Here's Chang.
Out.
Oh,
Love 15.
fiddlesticks.
Love 30.
You know, I always feel like my Chang at the moment, just frustrated. Now then, do we approach? Yeah. Kill it. So, okay, so 84, power volley, 74, 76, touch volley. Touch volley? Where's touch volley? 76, same thing. Go lines, 78. 78 would be the best one, I think. Power volley, Touch fully the winners. Let's go for lines. Nice.
15-30.
Try and bring back cash. Approach. 86. You gotta do approach. Nice.
30 all.
Nice play by Michael Chang there. Big. Let's go for the big serve.
Out.
Nice.
40-30.
Let's go for the accurate serve. Chip and charge? Nah. Hold on. Chip and charge. 79. Do you know what? Let's see what happens.
Out.
Oh, you idiots.
Out.
Go for lines. Nice.
Advantage, Chang. Out.
Come on, get your serves in, boy. Nice.
Game, Chang. Cash leads 3-2. First set.
I feel like Chang's got it within him to disrupt Pat Cash's game. Spoke too
15
quickly.
love.
Big serve. He can't do much about that. Okay, let's get on a big return.
$30 love.
Oh,
Out.
big return from Michael Chang now coming up. Try that again. Volley it now, son. Yes.
30-15.
Nice one. Big return. Oh! Course.
40-15.
Oh, dear, oh dear. Bit of bad luck there for Michael Chang with the cord. It's just getting into the point as well, but Cash got it. And finishes the game with an ace.
Cash leads 4-2. First set.
That flamboyance of Pat Cash, that big serve. See if I can get with a big serve.
Out.
Just to mix it up a bit. Come on, Chang, eat. Oh,
Love 15.
great shot by Pat Cash.
Out.
And Chang's just losing his composure a bit. Well, I spoke too quickly. Comes back with a service winner. So, nice.
30-15. Out.
Do a chip and charge? Nah, that's not the one to do.
40-15.
Whew. Go for lines. Yes.
Game, Chang. Cash leads 4 games to 3. First set.
Oh.
Love 15.
This could be it, lads. Could be it, Michael. Nice.
Love 30.
Do I challenge the call? Yes, why not? Ball was in.
15, 30. $30 all.
Come on, Chang.
$40, $30.
Well, Chang had a chance to break him, but Pat Cash is ruthless at the net.
Out. Game, Cash. Cash leads 5 games to 3. First set. Out. Out.
Come on,
Love
Chang.
15.
Approach.
$15 all.
And Chang does come to the net. He seems to be successful.
Out. 30, 15.
Come on. Still serving volley, see what happens.
Out.
Oh,
30 all.
Chang, man, seriously. This has been successful for me so far. Volley. Power volley. Yeah.
40, 30.
So mix it up. Approach. Nice.
Game, Chang. Cash leads 5 games to 4. First set. Out.
Didn't go with a big return on that one. Ugh.
15, love. Out. 15 all. Out.
Challenge. Pause it. Thank you.
15, 30.
Come on, let's see if we can break him.
Out.
Oh.
30 all.
Nice.
30, 40.
Break point here for Chang. Stadium goes quiet now. 5-4 Pat Cash. It's 30-40. He wants to win the set, but now he's got a break
Out.
against him. Second service. Stadium goes quiet. Pat Cash. Long hair flowing. Bounces the ball.
Out.
Oh!
Cheers.
Big collective groan as Chang doesn't get it. And
Advantage.
wouldn't you
Cash.
know it, Pat Cash follows up with an ace.
Game and first set. Cash. 6 games to 4.
That is the first set to Pat Cash. So that was just showing off the game. You know, I'm enjoying that one better than the first time I played it, which was Chang versus Cash. And in that one, I stayed more on the base. But in this one, I realised he can approach the net and do a power volley or a go for the lines. It seems to be Michael Chang's MO. Not the best on the service. But then, you know, not everyone is. But you can do the stats on here as well. If you look at the stats, Pat Cash had 4 aces. He double faulted once. 65% of his first serves were in, while Michael Chang's was only 56. However, first service points won were almost the same. Second service, Pat Cash has done well. Cash has done 12 winners. Both about the same on unforced errors. At the net, though, I'd say it's around the same. Just that Pat Cash is clearly at the net more. And break points, obviously there was one break and that went to Pat Cash. So that's kind of the game. So I just wanted to show that, to show what it was all about. Is there a summary here? So that's a summary so far. Now I want to save it. So I've saved it. But what I want to do now is auto finish it. Oh, it went 5 sets and the winner was Michael Chang. Go to report and look at the overall. So Chang came back from 2 sets down to win 4-6, 4-6, 6-3, 7-5, 7-6. Tiebreakers there. And let's have a look at the whole thing. He came back with his own aces. First service declined for Pat Cash. So yeah. Just looking at those stats there. Average speed of first serve is in there. Pat Cash at 129 per hour serve there at some point. So yeah, that's my first look at on here of an exhibition between Michael Chang and Pat Cash. Now I'm going to set up the next one. You can see you've got different card sets that I've created, but they come with the game. Just move them into card sets. So there's a modern era with loads of tennis players, as you can see. I don't know what's classed as modern era. I'm not very familiar, but I obviously know who Chang is, and I certainly know who Jim Courier and Andrew Agassi are. Juan Martin Del Potro, Djokovic, Federer. These are guys I know. I'm not a big tennis fan, like I say. I know who Tommy Haas is. Leighton Hewitt, always liked Leighton Hewitt. Goran Ivanisevic. Goran won Wimbledon at least once. Richard Krajicek, did he win Wimbledon or get to a final? Aaron Krickstein, Gustavo Kuerten, Todd Martin, Patrick McEnroe, Andy Murray, Thomas Muster, Rafael Nadal, Pat Rafter, Andy Roddick, Greg Rosetsky. How could we forget him? What was the other guy's name? Henman. Yeah, Henman's there. Murat Safin, Pete Sampras, Pistol Pete. And those are the ones there for the modern era. Now, if you go to the card set open era, this to me would be the 70s and early 80s. Now, again, I know a bit more about these players. John Alexander, I'm sure he was Australian. Vijay Armitage was Indian. Yeah, the great Arthur Ashe. Bjorn Borg, Stefan Edberg. I always remember when he came to Wimbledon in the 80s and the girls would go crazy over Stefan Edberg. I'm sure he won 2 back-to-back titles. Peter Fleming, John McEnroe's doubles partner. Vitas Gerulaitis, the man who was sadly died young, but he was a party animal, very good tennis player as well, Vitas Gerulaitis. Brad Gilbert. Oh, that looks like Pete Sampras. Well, it is Brad Gilbert. So Brian Gottfried, I remember vaguely. I would have been a kid at this point. Jose Guerres, was he Spanish or Argentinian? Spanish, another good player. Henri Leconte, a very charismatic Frenchman. Oh, good lord. Ivan Lendl, how could you forget Ivan Lendl? The master. I'd like to play with him, definitely. John Lloyd, Britisher. Gene Mayer, remember him, American guy. Peter McNamara, now hold on a minute. Was he in McEnroe as well? Or was it McNamara and someone? But I do remember him anyway, Peter McNamara. Buster Bottrop, British guy. Yannick Noah, dreadlock Frenchman. Manuel Orange, is he Argentinian? No, Spanish. Have I missed anyone? Tom Ocker. Now, my memory of Tom Ocker is he got to lots of Wimbledon semi-finals. Is he Dutch? Yeah, I remember him. Joachim Nystrom. There's a lot of good Swedes in those days. Harris Mikkel Stitch, German. Roscoe Tanner, what a character he was. Big server as well, Roscoe Tanner. The Telchers, Elliot Telcher and Brian Teacher. I'm sure Elliot Telcher had a big perm. Not quite. Guillermo Villas was probably the most underrated player of all time. This guy was just amazing on clay. Now, apparently in the 70s, from my memory, or was it the early 80s, he should have had a number one. And I saw something on Netflix, which I've not watched. There's a whole documentary about that. And he was never given the acclaim he should have for some strange reason. But I know Guillermo Villas is almost forgotten as a tennis great, and he was as good as anyone. And Max Wilander is another one there as well. So you've got all of these tennis players, you've got women as well, and I don't think you can play men versus women. You can't see Billie Jean King versus, I forget the name of the guy, he's on here somewhere. Oh God, I list. These are all names that don't mean anything to me. I've heard of Roy Emerson. Let's have a look down the list. These, Rod Laver, clearly I've heard of. Australia, these are some of the 60s guys, it looks like, or 50s maybe. Ken Rosewall. Oh. Tony Roach, yes, Ken Rosewall. These are good legends of the game themselves. Now, one person I didn't see earlier on actually was Ilya Nastase. I'm sure he's in here, I probably just missed him. Just to check. It would be a travesty if he's not, but I can't see why he wouldn't. Of course, he's got to be in there somewhere. No. How can that be? He must be the pre-open era, right? Okay, gotcha. There's no way they couldn't have Ilya Nastase in here. You're kidding me. Am I going blind, or is Ilya Nastase not in the game? No, he's not in my card set. Hang on. That's all it is. He's got to be in the game. He's in the game, folks. I'm absolutely certain he's in the game. It's just I can't see how he would not be in the game. So what I'm going to do is go to card creation, play tournament card creation. And it should come up here. Just press reset. Can you see him? Wow. That's got me for some strange reason. Won't be in the modern era, that's impossible. Sorry, that's just got me this now. I shall. Right, open era. He's got to be here. Here he is. Woo! So there's Illy. So then you can create card sets, you see. So if I did Illy the Stasi, for example, Bad Boys of Tennis, well, there'll be quite a few of them, wouldn't there, to be fair? Those three come to mind. I'm sure there's others, but if I just did that, let me just put in Vitus Gerilitis, Guillermo Villas, Bjorn Borg. Nice little 70s flavour, though Macaron was more 80s. Lendl, why not? So four, let's get some other ones in there. Boris. Well, I might as well put the boys in there now, to be fair. I don't know John Newcombe, so I'm not putting him in. I know he's great, but I don't know him very well. This is my tournament. Alright then, go on. Stan Smith, I know is good. Anyway, so if I wanted to have that pack cash, anyway, if I just want to put in there Legends of Mine, this should just save, just a quick save. Right, so then let's have a look. So if I create an exhibition match, singles match, card set name, Legends of Mine, it will only choose from that set of players. That makes complete sense to me, which is what I'll probably want to use the most, to be honest. Yeah. So it allows you to mix eras up. Now, going back to this again, the one thing I did notice, I didn't see many of the, like, is it Lena, her name is? Why is that not? Maybe that's a different card set I need to create. Play tour. Restore tour. Play tour. Interesting. Create tour. Okay. So then, yeah, you have to create tours, and you know this is pretty good. So I'll have to create a tour first. With the women, just so you know, anyway, just while I'm on it. Again, you have the different eras. I made my own little era up there as well, to be fair. But there is an era here. So it's called Ladies 1, Ladies 2. I'm sure there's a Ladies 3, which seems to be missing from my set. So either I have not bought it or not. But if you go to Ladies 2, that should have more of the modern greats like Tracy Austin. It's a very mature picture of her there. Jennifer Capriati, Lindsay Davenport, so on and so forth. Chris Evert, Martina Hingis. She's stunning, isn't she? It's not bad. You know, what was the one I used to call Miss? Oh, Lena is in here. It's not Lena I'm looking for, though. It's the one that's the current girl. I've forgotten her name. Anyway, here's the lady I used to look at when I was a kid. She was stunning. Gabriella Sabatini. Oh, she was lovely. Wendy Turnbull was her name from the past. Is she Australian? Yeah. Good old Virginia Wade. The big hair. Venus and Serena's in there. So there's Venus. And there's Serena. So they're all in here. So I guess the current champion, I forgot her name. The one that beat Serena the other day. And then you go back to the old ladies, back in the Ladies 1. And that has names I've never heard of, to be honest. Maybe a couple. Mo Connolly I've heard of, Little Mo. Died sadly very young. So this must take in some of the 70s. Althea Gibson, first black woman to win Wimbledon. Almost forgotten for some strange reason. It's amazing. Billie Jean King, of course. Probably the greatest female... No, what am I saying? That's challenged now by quite a few people, actually. Where's Steffi Graf? She'd be in here, wouldn't she? Well, that looks... See, that's what I'm saying. The women's game, for some reason, I just find it a bit more interesting. You know, Steffi Graf versus Billie Jean King. Hello. That'll be good. Steffi Graf versus the Williams sisters. You see, to me, they seemed a little bit more competitive. I want to say. I think the 80s in the tennis was pretty competitive for men's, but all eras for women. I mean, gee, there's just so many players in the second group. If I go back to ladies too, and then look down the list, what was the one they called Miss Piggy? Very unfairly, by the way. Oh my God, not Hingis, the other one. Ladies too. I'll get her name. Hello, can we get this right, please? Ladies too, good. Not Tracy Austin, not Sue Barker, Lindsay Davenport, Gigi Fernandez, Chris Everett, Zena Garrison, yeah, I remember her. Serena before Serena. Justine Henin. Graf, look at that, some great names. Anna Kournikova, hello. Hanna Mandlikova, Martina, Jana Novotna, Mary Pierce, Gabriela Sabatini, Celis, that's it. Sharapova, Pam Shriver, Betty Stover. So they're all here. Great names, to be fair. I just think I might enjoy the women's one a bit more. Anyway, so that brings me to the end of this recording. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll come back again with another game soon.